Imagine this. You are in your apartment, a new country, a new city, a new life, and you are alone. You don't know anyone on your street. You don't know anyone in your building. For 5 months, the apartment next to yours is empty. Just a closed door and silence. And then one day you hear something, a voice, boxes, a strange sound in the corridor. You open your door just a little and everything changes. This is Anna's story. My name is Anna. I'm from Brazil. I have lived in Australia for 5 months. My apartment is on the third floor, number 6. For 5 months, apartment number 7 was empty until last Tuesday. I heard it first before I saw anything. Boxes, heavy boxes, bumping against the walls in the corridor. Then a voice, a woman's voice, saying something I could not understand. Not English, not Portuguese, something else. I opened my door just a little and looked outside. A woman was standing in the corridor. She was small. She had short black hair. She was pushing a very large box with her foot. The box was not moving. She pushed again. Nothing. She said something again in that other language, and then she looked up. She saw me. I wanted to close my door fast, but it was too late. We looked at each other for a moment. Then she smiled, a tired smile, a friendly smile. Hello, she said. Sorry, big box, small door. Her English was not perfect, but I understood. I laughed a little, a small laugh. I help? I said. She looked surprised, then happy. Yes, please. Her name was Yuna. She was from South Korea. Together, we pushed the big box through her door. It was heavy, very heavy. What is inside? I asked. Books, she said. Too many books. I laughed again, this time a real laugh. She laughed too. For 30 seconds in a corridor in Australia, two women from different countries laughed about books. After the box, she invited me inside. Her apartment was empty, only boxes everywhere, and one small chair. Tea? She said. I nodded. Yes, thank you. She opened 3 boxes before she found the cups. I watched her. She was calm. Even in all that mess, she was calm. She made tea and gave me a white cup. The tea was green. It smelled nice. It is Korean tea, she said. You like green tea? I don't know, I said honestly. First time. She smiled. Me too. In Australia, many first times. I understood that perfectly. We sat on the floor. There was no table, no chairs for both of us. We talked slowly, in simple English. She asked me, how long you live here? 5 months, I said. You? Today is my first day. Oh, I thought for a moment. Is it hard? The first day? She was quiet. Then she said, Yes, a little. I nodded. I remembered my first day, the empty apartment, the strange sounds of the city, the feeling of being very far from home. It gets better, I said. Then I stopped. Was that correct English? Gets better? But Yuna smiled. She understood. I hope so, she said quietly. After the tea, I went back to my apartment. I felt good, a little warm inside. But then I thought about something. When I left, I said, See you soon. And Yuna said something back. Something like, Yes, neighbor. Neighbor. She called me her neighbor. I said that word quietly to myself in my apartment. Neighbor. In Portuguese, we say vizinha, but neighbor, it sounded nice too. The next morning, I heard a knock on my door. It was Yuna. She had a small plate in her hands. On the plate were round, white things, small and soft. This is rice cake, she said. In Korea, when you move to a new place, you give rice cakes to your neighbors for good luck. I looked at the plate, then at Yuna. That is beautiful, I said. I took one. It was soft and sweet and a little chewy. Delicious, I said. Yuna looked so happy when I said that word. My grandmother makes them, she said. She sent them from Korea in a box. She sent food from Korea to Australia? Yes, she worries about me. I thought about my own mother in Brazil. She sends me messages every morning, sometimes two or three in a row, with pictures of food she's cooking. My mother does the same, I said, but with photos, not food in a box. We both smiled. On Saturday, Yuna knocked on my door again. Anna, do you know the supermarket? Near here? Yes, I know it. You need to go? Yes, but I don't know the bus. I go today too. We go together? She nodded quickly. Yes, please. We walked to the bus stop. It was a sunny day. On the bus, Yuna looked out the window. Her eyes were wide. She watched everything. The city is big, she said. Yes, but you learn it slowly, I said. First the bus, then the streets, then the shops. She nodded. She was listening carefully. At the supermarket, I showed her where things were, the vegetables, the bread, the cleaning products. She had a small notebook. She wrote words in it. What is this? She asked, pointing at something orange. Pumpkin, I said. She wrote it. Pumpkin. In Korean? I asked. She said the word. I tried to repeat it. I said it very wrong. Yuna laughed. Not a mean laugh, a real warm laugh. Almost, she said. Almost. I repeated and smiled. At the cashier, something small happened. The cashier, a young man with glasses, said something fast to Yuna. Do you have a loyalty card? Yuna looked at me. She did not understand. I started to explain, but then Yuna turned back to the cashier. Sorry, she said carefully. Can you say again? More slow? The cashier smiled. He spoke again, slowly this time. Yuna listened. Then she shook her head. No card, sorry. No problem, he said. I watched this. Yuna asked for help in English, and it worked. Just like that. On the bus home, I thought about that moment at the cashier. 5 months ago, I would never say, can you say again? More slow? I would just smile and nod and not understand anything. But now I say it. Not always, but sometimes. And Yuna, on her second day in Australia, already said it. When we go home, we stood in the corridor between door 6 and door 7. Yuna had her shopping bags. I had mine. Thank you, Anna, she said. Today was easier because you were here. I didn't know what to say, so I said the simple thing. Me too, I said. Today was easier for me too. She smiled. I smiled. Then she went inside, and I went inside. I put my bags on the kitchen table. I looked out my window at the city. 5 months ago, I didn't know anyone here. Now I have a neighbor. And between door 6 and door 7, in a corridor in Australia, two women from different countries are slowly learning the same city, one word at a time. So, guys, I am Nadir. I hope you enjoyed today's story. See you next video. Bye.